So I'm going to prep my nails really quick, and I'm going to go ahead and call this a practice video because I definitely need more practice doing the whole two-colored acrylic things, and I feel like I didn't do a great job with this set, but I'm posting it anyways just because I really love, I feel like I'll do this set again because I really love the two colors together, this color combo, and then the fact that it's matte, and I just really liked it. I just wished I would have did a better job at it. So I'm just kind of cleaning up around my cuticle area, getting it ready to put the nail tips on, and everything I am using will be listed and linked in the description box below. I know this nail file was sold out, but it is back in stock again, and now it comes with a couple other items. And so I'm just gonna go over my whole nail just to make sure it's not shiny. And then these, I'm going back to the regular nail tips this time instead of the clear, and these are the ones that I use. So I'm just going to measure them to my nails and then glue them on. With the glue, you just want to make sure you put the nail on straight so you don't have to like take it off because it is hard after it's already glued on. So just make sure it's straight. And then I'm just going to try to measure them to the hand that's already done, and I use the cuticle cutters to actually cut them down just because it's what I have. I don't have the actual cutter, and this has been working fine for me, so I just don't feel a need to buy one. I mean, I'm sure it might be easier or faster, but this one works fine for me. And after I cut them to the size that I want, I'm going to actually, I know you guys know that I like them kind of tapered at the end, like coffin style. So I'm going to use the cuticle cutter as well to do this because I'm not good with scissors doing this. I've messed up many times. So I'm using the same cuticle cutter, and I'm just doing it just along the edge just to make it slightly a little bit skinnier. And then if it is crooked or I didn't do exactly even, I go ahead and use a nail file after this step, just real quick, just very lightly, just to make sure it's straight. And it's also easier to get it a little bit thinner at the bottom too if you wanted it thinner, as opposed to after you have the acrylic on already. And this is a 100 grit nail file. And then before I put the acrylic on, I'm going to remember to put the nail primer. I am using a Mia Secret nail primer. I really like this one. I haven't used any other ones, but this one has worked really fine for me. And then this is the purple acrylic that I'm going to be using. It is also from Mia Secret. It comes in a set of 6. There's like yellow, pink, lime green. I'm not sure what other colors. Like a teal color. So, and I didn't know when I ordered it, it does have some kind of shimmer to it, which, I mean, I was a little shocked when I got it, but it came out pretty. It's not a big, like, glittery shimmer. And then I'm going to take also the Mia Secret nude cover acrylic. It's kind of like got like a pinky nude color. So I'm going to first start at the top instead of like around the middle, and I'm going to use the nude color first, and I'm kind of going to just push it down, and then I'm putting a pretty generous amount, and then I'm going to push it towards my cuticle. Try not to get any around my cuticle, and if I do, I'm going to clean it up really quick, and I'm just kind of blending it halfway down my nail. I really need more practice with colored acrylic. I feel like it's just a different texture. It's a little bit thicker, and I don't know, I'm just not good with it yet, and I'm definitely not to the point where I just put one down and it goes on perfectly. I kind of have to work its way to where I want it. So I definitely need more practice with that, but I'm trying. Okay, so this next part is where my problem kind of started at the issue that I had. Before that acrylic dries, I'm going to get an X-Acto knife and I want to kind of measure it to the end of my cuticle, to the end of the nail, where I want to put that purple part. But what I realized while I was doing this, all the lights that I was filming under was kind of making the acrylic dry really fast because I didn't have this issue with any of the other nails that I did. It kind of just slid right off, but I wasn't filming under all these lights when I was doing it. So it kind of dried really fast and it was a little hard to get off with the knife that I was using. So I kind of had to like really dig in and just be careful with that because it is really sharp, but I kind of had to work it to get it off. But with all my other nails, I did not. So I think it was just because all the heat that I was under, it was making it dry really fast. So basically I did the same thing with this nail. I'm just showing you it again. I put a little bit of the nude acrylic on top and then I blended it down, and then I do want to make sure I put some at the bottom though, especially to the side that I'm going to leave. You do have to work it all the way to the end of the nail tip, and then I'm going to take the X-Acto knife and kind of cut it half wherever I want that purple to go. Really, I'm just going to cut it and then slide the acrylic off before it's dry. So you kind of do have to work fast and you want to do it after each nail. So I kind of tried to work a little bit faster with this, but as soon as it's done, it was already starting to dry. But you could see like with the other nails, it just kind of slides right off. So then after I get that off, I'm going to take a nail file and I want to make sure that line is really straight and even. So I'm just going to file it down a little bit, and I kind of want to take off anything that's on the regular nail tip too. So I don't really want to leave too much acrylic on there because I am going to put the purple acrylic right there. But I'm just trying to make sure that nail is straight. And then this is when I put the purple or lavender acrylic on. I'm just going to put it in that space. Now I was trying not to go over the line, so I was kind of just trying to keep it exactly where I wanted it and not blend it into the nude acrylic. I have seen another video of somebody do that, put it over the colored acrylic, and then they just sanded it right off and it was a complete straight line. I don't know how they did that because that did not happen with me. I feel like my lines weren't straight at all. I mean, some of it was, but then some of it was like blended over, some of it was kind of crooked, and it just like looked like it blended into one. So I'm not exactly sure what I did wrong. I don't know if I sanded it too far down. I don't know if I didn't put enough purple acrylic because it did look like some parts were lighter than the others. So I'm not exactly sure what I did wrong, but I was not happy that the the line between the colors weren't exactly straight. It was really bugging me that after it wasn't. And you definitely want to make sure to get that purple colored acrylic all the way to the edge of your nail, because some of the nails that I did, it's like it kind of sanded off a little bit and I didn't have any purple there. So mistakes were made. Some mistakes were made, but it's a learning process. I'm learning. I still really love the two color combo and the fact that they were matte. So I am going to try this again because I do like it, but I definitely need to perfect it. And then after I finished this, I finished up my nails the way I regularly do. I just filed them with a 100 grit nail file first just to kind of get the shape going. And then I do the e-file around my cuticle, and then I kind of just shape them down. And I do like my nails super skinny and thin, so I kind of file them down. I don't have a problem. I know if you have a little bit of longer nails, they should be a little bit thicker, but I don't have any problem. Usually, I mean, in the last year since I've been doing my own nails, I've broke or not even fully broke one off, just two have lifted, but that's it. So I mean, I don't really have a problem, and I do a lot of stuff, like I do a lot of hands-on stuff, so I haven't really had a problem with them being thin. That's just my personal preference, how I like them. So I kind of just go around the cuticle and then file them down with the e-file, and then I like to do the bottom of the tip of my nail too. Then after I finished that, I just went ahead and put a matte top coat on it. This top coat that I'll be using works pretty good. It's worked really well for me. No lifting, no anything, chipping, anything like that. I think it's only like $6. So everything, as always, will be listed and linked in the description box below. So don't forget to check that out. And if you guys want more nail videos like this, let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching.